All right, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I've been live for quite a while. I don't know. I'm not aware if there's any delay. Uh, Whatever happens, happens. I don't know how long this has been going on. But anyways, I didn't delay. Problem. Because I can't hear anything, so I don't know. I don't know if there's actually a delay, or there's no delay, but there's most likely a delay. Where is my stream link? I have to open up a new tab for that one. Today, I plan on live streaming. You guys probably know by now. It's your one and only William. I don't like what my mic's doing, but whatever. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Right. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yeah, there is a delay. I've been live for quite a while. I don't know. I'm not aware if there's any delay. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know how long this has been going on. But anyways, I didn't delay. Problem. I can't hear anything, so I don't know. I don't know if there's actually a delay, or there's no delay, or there's most likely a delay. Where is my streaming? I have to open up a new tab for that one. Today, I plan on live streaming. You guys probably know by now. It's your one and only YM. Because I'm turning, I'm turning off other stuff because I'm actually new to this thing. So guys, please take it quite gently on me. The stream quality might be bad.
Hello?
I really apologize for that. Okay, beautiful. Liam, you hear me, ba?
Oh, your voice is so low.
Yeah. I'm actually going to like increase the gain on that one. You can't hear me. Wait. How's that?
This guy breaks together.
Huh?
In a commode.
You don't have to be in the spectator slot. I want to share my screen with you. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, it's not showing screen. There it is. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
I think it's in.
yeah, I see guys accept. How about now?
Okay, I can see it now, but it should like your network.
We'll see about that. We'll literally see about that. But that being said, I'm going to be closing up my chats. I believe you can hear me better now, Ba.
Yeah.
Okay, and they can hear you too. Well, anyways, in case you don't know whose voice is sounding, that is William, that is actually here with us today. I'm just going to start closing up my background apps so my stream doesn't get laggy and all. There is a delay. I'm not going to disclose how many minutes of a delay there is. I look forward to this stuff actually doing me good. I hope my network doesn't fuck up. But anyways, welcome, William. This is our one and only from Quiet Storm. How small is it? I think this is.
What?
I would like you to see, like my screen. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay. Like, do you need me to make it bigger?
No need for that. I can see it.
Okay, quite clearly. Alrighty. This is my stream, and this is like whatever is going on here. This is the first time I'll be streaming without having to see my chats, because I really don't know how to make my chat show. But anyways, we are literally on the way. Please ignore the whole NPL whatever. I did not have time to edit it. Like I said, I'm actually just trying this out for today. My phone has been in the freezer I literally put my phone in the freezer because it was very hot. And yep, I don't like that lag. That's the lag I'm talking about. See that really cool lag? That's what I don't want. Let's see. If this doesn't work out, I would end the stream and I'll just use my regular omelette. My hand is even wet.
I mean, the room was so you can just the video. You can just take the same number and go over there to watch them.
Okay. Are you in the? You're in the room too.
Yeah.
Interesting. That works. Anyways, I thought it was just going to be my screen. But you shall get it. But anyways, we've got all the teams in the lobby. I'm so sorry I wasn't chance to show you guys the tables. But that being said, nothing spoiled plenty. But so I'm actually having my fingers crossed on this one. So you guys might just have to tolerate whatever happens. But anyways, we are on the plane, and if you look at that here, we're having like a very, very northern plane path coming all the way from Jojopo down to Lipovka. Oh, good gracious. I hope there is no. Okay, beautiful. Anyways, we look forward to seeing where this team lands, as we see like places like Jojopo, the hospital, ruins, Rozok, school, Yasnaya, Lipovka, Milta Power. So many of these places out on this plane path, and we look forward to seeing where everyone is going to land.
Don't forget Saki.
What's your prediction for your boys? I can see your boys are in the lobby here.
I do. Everyone takes 1 point above RG.
Okay. Oh wait.
They have to do something.
Oh. Okay. So you're trying to tell me now your boys are out for the hunt for the boys from Road Gods, innit?
Not yet. They just go to their usual drop spots.
Okay. And then try to look for the boys from Road Gods, innit?
So try to fight other teams.
Try to fight other teams. Oh, that was I probably getting laggy. Hey, my laptop still sounding normal, so still looking normal. But anyways, everyone's pretty much getting settled. We have the boys from HUV down here in Jojopo. You gotta admire that lag. Ew. Okay, this lag is actually from my phone, not even my laptop right now. Let's see, my graphics. No, yeah, problem. Chilling smooth and extreme. Alrighty, so anyways, we've got the boys. Oh no, I got. Okay, beautiful. I was still hearing the. We've got it started over here in Rozok, as we got the boys from Blank Legions up against the boys from Dream Team. It's about to get wild in here. Wait, please don't tell me I can't hear my sound. Okay, I can actually. We got the black guys are with 3 people, and the boys from Dream Teams will be having 4. That would be a full squad Dream Team over there. We've got Pochinki occupied by, as usual, the boys from House of Anubis, Rogue Gods, who are currently.
I think your live chat is turned off.
My what?
Your live chat at the screen.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Oh, I turned it off. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got check.
Wait for kids.
Oh God, I actually did. I said it was. Oh, let's see. Can I edit? Let me see if I can actually edit it. I said yes, it's made for kids now. Features like ads. Oh, so I gotta make it not for kids.
Yeah.
Okay, no, not made for kids, and then save. Alrighty. By now I think it should be available. Got 11 views. Okay, there we go. Now I can see my live chat. Interesting. That I like to see. Are you still watching from my screen or you're watching from your own screen? We got an edge.
Both of them.
Oh, both of them.
I'm more focused on my own stream. Yeah, on my own screen.
Your head is my stream. You must look at. Watch my screen. Can you see this, or do I need to make it bigger?
I can see them. I can see all of them.
I want to make this. I want to make this a little bit bigger so you can actually see the chat while we do this too. Alrighty, I'm currently on the map because I've not actually seen so much action going on. I'm still trying to see where everyone is so we know where to check if we see them on the kill feed. We've got Lipovka with boys from Quiet Storm, your boys over there. The boys from Shell Shock already finding their way into the new zone if I'm not mistaken, or they're looking for a place to loot. The boys from SDZ over here in Zaki would also be blessed with a flare gun with the ultimate squad wiper, M249 and MK14. We're going to be keeping an eye out for the boys from SDZ as we see how they can utilize the blessing which they have. The boys from Roblox will be occupying the school area. This is the final match of the ranked room. I think we'll be playing it, yeah. And it's I tell you, season 2 should be starting next week. It's been quite an adventure, I have to say, even though I didn't get to play so much, and and then there are a lot of ups and downs. Let's just put it that way. Everyone is still quite shy over here. No one wants to approach anybody.
I think Squad Stripper and Shell Shock might be so close to each other.
Yeah, over there at Muta Power. Or actually, Muta. Must have heard them. Everyone's pretty much shy at this moment, you know. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Say my stream is in slow motion. Interesting. That is quite sad. And these people are telling me that I'm actually still okay. Alrighty, boys from Blank Legion and Dream Team still quite quiet in this place, pulling up on the boys from Squad Strippers. You know, this is not the first time we'd actually see the boys from Squad Strippers and Shell Shock in the same place. It's always a battle for the S's, you know. We gotta know which of the S is the real S. You know what I mean?
Shell Shock should get this. They should win this fight against Squad Strippers.
Alright, Squad Strippers, you have a number 1 ATAR. Your number 1 ATAR is going to be YM. When next you see him, we've got to kill him, if you know. If you know what I mean. When next you see him in the lobby, you know just so well to kill him. I'm going to be leaving it on the boys from Squad Strippers over here, as they seem to be very, very close to the boys from Shell Shock. I think that's going to be Arinze Boss getting it started, as he's receiving shots from Ryu over here. He's been tagged up to about 30, or actually, how many HP is this? Okay, he's actually got his life back, and I think he'll be slowly pulling out of that fight. I don't think they're aware that they're like surrounded, heavily surrounded by the boys from Shell Shock.
These guys can just push towards them, right? They can just take him out because he's the solo dude right there.
But don't worry if you're like concerned about how this thing is going. I think I'm recording. Hey, I wasn't recording, but now I've started recording. But I'm actually recording, and I'm keeping my eye out on the stream to see how it is actually faring. In fact, I'm looking at my stream more than I'm looking at my phone. I know it's a little bit slow motion. You see the nade coming out from Arinze Boss, but it's just going to stop. It's loading it up again. It lets that nade out, but that is going to be one poor nade. I don't think that's what he had in mind, but we'll be putting our eye back on the guys in Bronzok. They seem to be very shy, as we see Master Cruz just chilling it out here. I don't think they're aware of who is there in that lobby with them.
Kage getting a knock, really.
And there we go, Kage already getting it started there in Muta, as we see the boys from Joshua already making this one a very fast one, pulling over to Kage here. Man, I hate this guy. Kage getting turned, goes up, down. It actually goes down from Flexer, as we see Ryu is still close to Dan the Reaper and Arinze Boss. who are actually knocked. The boys from Sports Troopers will be left with just Flexer, as Flexer will be the last one to just pull up on this building. He's got no helmet and he's got a level 2 vest on. He's getting tagged up from behind. He's still trying to take cover, still not moving. I think they're going to push it up. He closes that door, but they open it back. It's value against Flexer and Wonder, and they will be cleaning that up over there in Rozok. Well, I hate to say it, but Liam said it. It was Liam's fault, as we see the boys from House of Anubis. Where did they go? Because I can't find them on the... Oh, there we go. We see them heading towards Rozok. Interesting stuff which you love to see. My game to render eventually.
Next time we try to get different angles on this guy.
You see Master Cruz falling to Storm's perfect flank over there. The boys from Dream Team are in trouble, as you see Pronto also getting a knock onto Funky as Storm will be continuing his flank. Shots coming out as you see Lucy Stark getting a knock onto Storm, but Lucy Stark doesn't know that he's getting pushed. Tries to destroy that car. It does destroy that car perfectly. And then see the shots still coming out. Lucy Stark getting out of that building. Is he going to be able to get this res? As we see Pronto pulling up. Is Pronto against Lucy? Lucy gets him up onto Pronto. The mates bouncing off from Helios. Doesn't quite get it to connect. Lucy Stark has been tagged up to about 10 HP. Beautiful gameplay coming out from Lucy Stark as Pronto will be falling back to get his res on. There will be a little bit. You see shots coming out from the boys from Dream Team. Master Cruz letting the shots come out onto Pronto. Pronto will be lobbied, and the boys from House of Anubis will be left to just 2 members up. It's going to be Helios and Jada. As we see Jada getting tagged up by the boys from Blank. Road Gods also pulling into this place. They all want a piece of these fights.
See Pac-Man
Pac-Man pushing in onto the boys from Dream Team, but gets tagged up in the process. Ivory pushing in, firing, tries to cover himself. He has no helmet on. What's up with people pushing without helmets? Is there like a new trend that I'm not following? Where is Pain? Pain is actually out here close to the boys from House of Animals. I don't know how slow it is looking, but my stream says it is fast. Oh no, my guys are complaining.
I think you should come on the video share and stuff.
Okay, on okay, from my Discord bar.
Yeah.
Right.
That would like it.
Okay, I've turned that off. Can't see my screen anymore. Oh no! Actually set on that port. The boys hybrid coming in. Oh what? Okay, we've got the boys from Logos. Also the nades coming out from Mamba up onto that building, but you see you gonna die getting the confirm onto Blank. Blank Legion will be out of that fight. They third party the wrong fight. You love to see it, don't you? But anyways, we are left with Rogue Gods, House of Anubis, and Dream Team over here in Rozok. It's all going down. 2 members out here, but the remaining members will be pulling up from the other side of Rozok. The boys from Dream Team having 3 members up. Not this senior is just causing wahala. But you see the boys from House of Anubis. The actually beautiful angle coming out from Jada here, waiting for anyone trying to push up.
Here comes the new zone. I think this was like Quiet Storm, Shadowhounds, non-soldier, your guys. Yeah.
Have to get into the new zone, innit?
Yeah, they're into.
Well, the boys from Robots and House of Anubis will be still here in the zone. Dream Team is not having interest in actually third party in this fight. They're taking their time, trying to loot up the boys from Blank Legion, finding their way into the zone. Man, I can actually see what people are saying that it's slow. Man.
Check on this.
Yeah, I can actually see, like, I'm seeing it being a little bit slow. Oh man, you guys should actually watch a slow motion. I would actually be disconnecting. I'll end the show after the first one and go back to my regular omelette. I don't know why it's actually slow mo for me, but thankfully I'm recording, so whatever action is going on in this match, you will be getting it back No story. But anyways, let me see if I can close more applications on my system though. The only application I can close again is I'm not closing that one. See shots, the teasing shots coming out from members as we see Jigga. Okay, they're still throwing more smokes. Road Gods trying to tease them out of this place, but not really working. The boys from House of Anubis are calm. I don't know what else is calm, but they are very calm.
24, trying to pull up.
I'm trying to pull up in Rozok. If you're not in Rozok right now, I don't know where else you'd be, because this is actually going down. It's actually crazy. I'm going aerial here, trying to see who is actually getting it on, but you see the shots still coming out. The boys from Rogos are trying to get out of this fight, and they'll be getting shot at by the boys from House of Anubis, but they'll just be getting out of there as we see the boys from Shell quietly pulling into Ross area. They must have heard the shots. They're taking their time to see what is going on. Boys from Dream Team just holding it down. Shots still coming out, but no, the boys from Shell they've gotten the memo and they'll be getting out of there. This is zone 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And everyone's pretty much trying to get settled in this one. The boys from Tenacity Gaming out here in Gatska holding it up. ERD in ruins. We've still got 15 teams in the lobby. We've lost only one team so far. This is the first time I've actually seen as Naya, but you can see Zone already taking players, bro. You know,
citizens.
You know, there's actually been like so much, banter about the whole Zone thing and all that. But this is Zone 2, but we see Black letting the shots come out onto the boys from SDZ. It's a 3v4. Is this 3v3 or 3v4? I think it's a 3v3 right now as we've got. What's the last number? Shots coming out from Angel onto the boys from Angels and Demon. Yo, yeah. We see Priest taking the off angle, letting it go into that building. Not quite getting it to connect. The boys from Angels and Demons using up their utilities so wisely there. They're not in the zone. They'll be getting pushed very soon as the next zone has already started moving. Shots coming out as we see Mexi has been taken out. That will be a quick knock and lobby coming out from the boys from SDZ. They were trading shots as we see beautiful M24 shots coming out from Gunner, but there you go. The M249 every single time. Oh shit, if they said it's echoing, then I know what to do. I know what to do if it's actually echoing. Oh, good gracious. I slept on that P. I didn't think about that. Liam, let me know if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me, Liam?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it clear? Or you're like, let me see. Okay, I go increase the gain because my guys cannot hear me. I've increased the gain to the maximum fullest. So I don't know. Okay. For Ghana, yeah. I'm actually looking at the boys from SDC trying to pushing this, but Ghana will be the last one left. He's gotten into the car, and Baba the what? Baba the X, Baba the JP, because he doesn't want this fight. But if that is not OP driving, I don't know what else we'll call it, bro.
I think has a good spot in the zone, like that.
Yeah, I think they're like in the. Oh, it's actually getting started over there on the Gatska Hill, or do we call it the Hospital Hill, as we see OJ has already been knocked down by the boys from HUB, but HUB losing 2 down to this fight. We see Throne still pushing in to this fight, letting the shots come out as Briggs and Queen will be the last one up. Briggs, now you get competition or no fall handle.
Great montage today.
Yeah, enter montage. Oh. We see the reses will be coming up from both teams, but I think the boys from ERD, beautiful nades coming out there from Throne, but not quite able to connect it. Throne taking his time looking for these boys from HUB. We see Caesar has already been knocked, actually been res.
Yeah, and how showing in fight.
See the shots coming out from Throne onto HUB Queen, but not quite getting it to connect. More shots coming out from Caesar as we see the boys from HUB getting their full reses up. Sim God will be trying to get his health back, and Fieri will be getting it started. Boys from Road Gods. Beautiful nade coming out from Throne, quite getting it to connect. Oh, that was a control. will be going down to Caesar out here up on this hill. Caesar also going down. He's not traded. Anxiety getting shot at as we see Caesar pushing down onto the boys. Gets OJ, but he will also knows that he has gotten them knocked. He knows that he had one knocked before. He will be pushing into this fight. Bad idea from Helios, but he's still doing it. Gets him with the core explosion. Helios 2 OP. You got to love that shit. And you see Helios pushing up onto Lucy Star. It's Helios against Lucy Star. With Helios pulling up the perfect squad wipe up against the boys from Dream Team. Up against the boys from Dream Team. Yeah, they said my voice is low. I know. I gotta increase the gain on my mic, but I can't increase it more than that. Little slow motion. I'm so sorry about the whole slow motion P.
RG going towards Quiet Storm. 2-2 split.
Well, this is the fight we've been waiting for. I'm pretty sure this is the fight. This is the fight Liam has been waiting for. He wants to see his boys take out the boys from Rogue Gods. Doesn't want them to finish, above of them or above them, whichever one. Shots coming out from the boys from Quiet Storm, not falling their hands. But Mamba, OP driving, getting the hell out of there. The car is on fire. They're still going. He's slowing down for reasons best known to him, but nope. Mamba trusting his driving, and he will be getting out of there. Their car is literally on fire. The shots still coming out onto the boys from Rogue Gods. Can they actually blow up this vehicle? But Rogue Gods will be heading straight to the boys from Erased Gaming. They don't know about it. They also want a piece of this hill, and they will be packing it over here as we see the boys from Shadowhound moving close to the boys from Unknown Soldiers. We're keeping a little bit of an eye on them.
Gonna die close to STC. Thank you for making the escape.
The 2-2 split coming out from Rogue Gods.
No,
is it gonna work? I know, right? Now it's a 2-1-1 split. We see them doing OP stuff here, and it's going to be going down up on this hill as we've got the boys from Rogue Gods trying to get the hill advantage from the boys from Erased Gaming. Can they pull this one up? Erased Gaming getting tagged up as we see Mamba getting the opening knock onto OJ. Goes down, tries to go for the thirst, but nope. When you get too thirsty, you get served, as we've seen. Mamba has just gotten served by Anxiety Gaming as we see Robot Trader up on this hill. You gonna die. Still out here. Trader. Odin. Is it close to him? No. Odin will be moving pretty close to the boys from Erased Gaming. How are they gonna play this one out? The boys from Erased Gaming able to get the res onto OJ. Anxiety will be pushing further up this hill, looking for Trader. Does he know Trader is up this hill? Fun fighting against his former clan. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. No, don't tell me my stream has stopped.
For now, it's still on.
Okay. Because I can see someone commenting stream stopped. Yeah? Let's not play rough play.
It's going for the revive. I think you're gonna die against Helios. And
and you're gonna die is going to get Helios. I think he called Helios on the rotation. See everyone trying to get into the new zone though. Shots coming out from Anxiety onto Trader. Doesn't quite get it. Nate coming out from Throne. Doesn't quite get it to connect. As we see more shots coming out as OJ will be getting Odin with that MK14. Tries to take cover with the side of the rock. Doesn't go for his heat up. Mamba getting tagged up by Slinger. Traitor will be the last one up for Rogue Gods up on this hill as the boys from Erased Gaming. No, they know he's the last one up. See Drone pushing it onto him, gets him the side angle with the Groza, gets him tagged up. You gotta thank the boys from HUB for supplying them with the airdrop. Drone bringing up the pan up against Traitor.
I believe so. I believe him. He can do it.
Okay.
I think they should wipe him. They should wipe him out.
Well, they've wiped him out, and they have just You Gonna Die with the left. As we see shots coming out from the boys from ERD up onto the boys from SDZ. They have the total alpha position. They've got crates on the floor. If they run out of bullets, they can always loot up. These boys are literally raging today. The boys from Angels and Demon Gunner would also be looking for a piece of this rock. Unknown Soldiers also trying to get up this up, but you see SDZ getting. Oh wait, Angel getting tagged up by Gunner with the AUG. You gotta love that from Gunner. Beautiful play coming out from Gunner, bro. You gotta literally have to
live up to his name.
He's living up to his name. It's Gunner up against the full squad, or actually the semi-full squad. He's got cars. Gunner with the M24. The boys from Quiet Stop moving pretty close to Deku, who is actually up here, but most of the action is going up on this hill. corner, getting tagged up, but he pushed on the wrong squad as we see the boys from E-Race Gaming taking him out. I don't think the boys from SDZ know what's going on, but they must have seen it on the Q feed. They should know that. Oh no, my stream is paused now. Oh, cute. Quite cute.
Everyone just fighting for this hill.
Everyone wants the hill. They know it's like the best position. The zone is literally pushing up on the hill. I think Tron has seen the boys from from SDZ. Tron has been loading up this nade and he's gonna make sure he gets one tonight, but nope, still doesn't get one more. Oh, yeah,
wow, nice move from ELD. They have two members in the season.
And now the zone pushing up, but we still got the zone up on the hill as we see Tron getting tagged up by Anxiety getting tagged up by 11. Tron will be close to Anxiety over there. He will be trying to get the rest. The other boys from the other boys from ERD would also be trying to let this the rest come up.
Wow, ERD, I think they're making a mistake. They're all leaving the safe zone, going on.
They're leaving the safe zone just to finish this fight.
If
they leave that and they let the boys from Quiet Storm get up on that hill. CNC also pulling up to the top of that hill.
Their previous location.
They don't want.
I think ERD fucked up right here.
Now ERD has lost that little hill advantage that they have. Can the boys from ERD regain their status on this one as they're trying to take shots at the boys from SDZ who are trying to get into the zone from another angle? They must have heard the shots coming out from the TNC boys and they will be going for them. You see the boys from SDZ in that BRDM. You love it. You love to see it. Boys from TNC quietly getting up on this hill as we see shots coming out onto them. Hound up on the hill. This is the boys from SDZ. We'll be taking shots at them. The boys from Team 4, Quiet Storm, also have found their way up on this hill as you see shots coming out. Deku will be trying to get into the zone also. So we've got 10 teams rotating up on this hill. We're going to try to get 7.
Don't do this, you're going to die. The guys from non-soldier up against Fear Deku.
Is Deku taking them out? Close to him. Okay, I'll be pulling up away from this guy over here. He's not doing anything. Rusty in the smoke. He sees the boys from shot. Lets the shots go out, but nope. He's not gonna get any of his shots to connect. Anxiety still getting the knock on the boys from TNC as it is going up on that hill. I don't know who to watch. It's going on pretty much everywhere. Throne getting the knock onto Ghost. The boys from Anxiety, from ERD taking this one. Hound will be the last one left. He's getting pushed on and Hound will be wiped. E-Race Gaming reclaiming their spots on top of that hill. Totally proving wrong here. Very wrong. The boys from SDZ. But the boys from Unoso, they're pushing it onto Rusty. Rusty gets one step, but no, Encrypted will be there, but Encrypted taken from behind by Slat. The boys from Quiet Storm escaping this one by a hair. As the res will be coming up onto every member.
This nigga doesn't want to die.
This guy just wants to die. He is surviving. Fear Deku getting a beautiful nade onto the boys from Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm will be left to just slat up, if I'm not mistaken. He's letting the smokes come out. Is he going to push? The zone is right behind him. Is he going to play spoiler for Quiet Storm? As we see the boys from Shell Shock taking shots. Binary will be the last one left. He's up here in the smoke. He's not in the zone. He's getting pre-fired. The shot still coming out from Deku onto Quiet Storm. As we see Chris has been taken out. Who will be the last one left? 7 and Slat will be getting the res onto Rusty. Shots coming out. The boys from ERD up on this hill. Totally and absolutely dominating. As we see Slinger pushing it onto the boys from SDZ. But getting tagged up in the process. 11 will be getting his confirmed onto the other boys from E-Race Gaming pushing down. 11 will be the last one left. Priest getting Anxiety from behind with the M249. Throne will be pulling up behind him. Priest and 11 will be the last ones left. Throne pushing down recklessly down this hill. Rosa gets 11, switches the weapon to the M4, but no. Priest will be there with the Uzi to take him out. The boys from E-Race Gaming going out in 5th place. My stream is disconnecting, yo. The boys from Quiet Storm have also been taken out as we've got Rogue Gods, SDZ, Fear, and Shell Shock. This is a 3v1v1. I see this game going over to the boys from SDZ.
So Crowns using Streamlabs, right?
Now I'm actually using OBS Studio though. I'm using OBS Studio for today. I'm trying to test it out because my Streamlab is laggy. Like, in fact, my Streamlab is more laggy than this one, or is laggier. I don't know, whichever word works. But the zone will be claiming the life of 11.
It's
Anubis also going down to the zone. Priests will be the last one left, and this is eventually going to turn into a 1v1. Deku sees Priest on the close and gets him down. It's officially a 1v1v1. Who do you think is taking this one home?
Right
Who will be taking this one home?
Think how would you be winning this? Don't die because this is a smart guy. Been here throughout all the old fights, didn't die.
Exactly. He knows. Fear Deku is just actually raging. He's got 7 kills. He's actually raging in this match. He is the only one in the zone. Binary will be quietly trying to get into this zone. Do they know it's a 1v1v1? Every one of them thinks it's a 1v2. Every one of them thinks it's a 1v2.
That's the mindset.
That's what they have in their mind. They're like, oh my god, I'm up against the last 2 guys. You can clutch it. That's what their teammates are probably telling them behind them. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. Can they actually do this? It's a 1v1v1. Who is going to take this one home? Who is going to take this one home? This is match 1 of the ranch rooms. I'm so sorry for the stream delay and stuff. I'm actually supposed to have started doing this, but just a second. Just give me like 2 seconds.
What's the name? The background music.
My background music. That's what I'm actually saying. You know what time it is. You already know what time it is. I'm actually loading it up right now. Hopefully that will not just cause extra lags to my stream, but if it causes extra lags, I mean, entertainment is the key. All of them will be forced to get into the zone. As you see, Binary will be the first one taking the leap of faith into the zone. It's Binary. It will be heading so close to Deku. Deku has the ultimate advantage up on this hill. We thought SDZ was going to take this one, but it's lurked around too long in that play zone, and the play zone will be claiming their lives. This next zone is going to be moving. These 3 guys are most probably the most confused guys on the face of Earth. Deku pushing down. Up to you, gonna die. Deku sees you gonna die. You gonna die with 1 HP, but Deku gets you gonna die down, and now he knows. He knows it's a 1v1. Deku, what are you on? What are you on? Binary pushing up. He must have heard the shots. He must have heard the shots. He must have heard the shots, and he's coming out. And it's Binary up against Deku. Deku with the Thompson, 33 guns, his level 3 vest has been tagged up. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Shots coming out as you see Deku up against Binary. Deku getting the wipe, winning that match as you see him finishing. Are you taking screenshots or should I take screenshots?
Let me take this screenshot.
Alrighty, we see the boys from Fear finishing this one. Deku absolutely clinching this one with 9 beautiful kills. You love to see it. You really, really love to see it. That was beautiful gameplay coming out from Deku there to overthrow every single person in this zone. GG is coming out from him. We see the boys from Shell Shock finishing this one in 2nd place. Road Gods clinching this one with 3rd place and 4 kills. The boys from SDZ finishing this one with 7 kills in 4th place. Quiet Storm in 5th. Erase Gaming in 6th. The boys from Shadowhound, the solo guy, finishing this one in 7th. The boys from Dark Ninjas in 8th. Unknown Soldiers in 9th. The boys from TNC in 10th place. Angels and Demon in 11th. House of Anubis finishing this one in 12th. The boys from Oli B is in African Kings, if I'm not mistaken, finishing that one 13th. The boys from Dream Team in 14th. Hub in 15th. Blank Legion in 16th. And the boys from Sports Strippers finishing this one in 17th place. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm currently watching my stream. I would like turn on the, if you hear the echo, I'm so sorry. Oh, there is an echo. That's what I'm actually saying. Oh, there is an echo. There is an echo coming from Wiley. Oh, interesting. Hopefully that will not just cause extra lag. What's extra lag? And it is key. All of them will forced to get into the zone. As you see, Binary will be the first one taking the lead of faith into the zone. It's Binary. All right. I was trying to like check out this whole thing, but anyways, that being said, we will be seeing you guys very, very soon. I'm actually doing Strong Ed, and I'm going to like use this to stream to the very end because I don't want to end my stream.
Crowns?
Yeah.
And just like need to fix that slow motion stuff.
Yeah, the only reason why it's actually let me turn off my mic. All right. too much sense is not gonna kill me, if you know what I mean. Hey, problem. About too much sense is still gonna kill me though. Now, like my there's only to be audio. I'm coming. Defaults. Hey, God. Fingers crossed on this one. Is it working? Did it work? Yes, lad, Mugbe. No, they can't still hear me. Now they can hear everything. Too much sense, no go kill crowns. Alright, welcome guys, welcome back. I know my voice might be super loud. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm using my AirPods, so those ones are like picking up the sounds quite I don't know. Well, you shall sharp, you shall know the vibes. But anyways, I'm so sorry for the way my stream is today. Literally, I'm so sorry. I hope to fix it. I hope to make it better. But we are in Miramar, and everyone, we're quite getting settled. We see a pretty much southern playing path. I know most of these teams will not like this playing path because it's a very weird one. I'm hoping there will be no latency in my sounds. Anyways, just in case you're wondering, I still have Liam here with me. And that being said, everyone's pretty much quite getting settled. I'm going to be hoping to see a lot of fights happening in Los Leones because that seems like another part on the map that is going to be very clumsy, if you know what I mean. But anyways, like I said, I'm so sorry for the way this whole thing is. In fact, I can't even stream on 720p. It's not bad, but I will fix it. Trust me. Or I hope to fix it.
See the guys from Team 20, that's HRD, against Squad Strippers.
Squad Strippers, yeah, I'm actually pulling out on them. I was on them like 2 seconds ago. But we see Dan the Reaper out here with the shotgun. Finally in that. Nope, I don't like doing my sound is. Well, let's see. I'll just keep it on and see how it goes. But anyways, you see shots coming out. Papi has been blessed with... Oh wait, he didn't take the gun. I think that was an M16. He was not having interest in that. But the boys from ERD are already taking shots. As we see, Anxiety has been tagged up and Slinger has also been tagged up. Over here we've got the boys from SDZ. So we've got some guys from Dark Ninjas also with them shots coming out. The boys from Squad Strippers will be pulling up, forming up with themselves. The boys from ERD are actually here too. Okay, the one is not playing today, but I said it was the one, not actually thrown. Sadly, I didn't even know.
Andrew, wow, that's enough.
When guys start talking to me about how their name is pronounced, then the other day it was actually Plundra, and then it's like I was saying Lundra, and then it was like it's Plundra. I'm like it's. I did not see the L, I mean the P. It was only the L I saw, but we see the boys from STZ actually getting it started over there in Montenuvo. As Anxiety will be going down to Shard. More shots coming out from Shard as we see Slinger trying to let the smokes come out. They were trying to JP, but well, the boys from SDZ from up the hill are not down for that movement. I want to see how it's sounding. See a pretty much sounding playing path. I know most. Ew. I hate my sounds. I'm sorry. Ew. Ugh. Off that P, bro. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like set my old thing up or just chill. Pulling up to the boys from SDZ as they'll be pulling closer or getting closer to the boys from Squad Strippers. It's also about to go down in Ricardo as we've got a couple of teams over here with AOH. We've got African Kings, Oli B. She will be the closest to the boys from House of Anubis. Okay, we see the boys from Angels and Demon getting started with the boys from Black Dragons. As we see them over here in Labyrintita, Trigon will be the last one left as he and Hound. Trigon taking shots at Roach, but no. Roach will get it in with the micro Uzi. Due to the weird plane path. It was actually a very weird plane path. So like everyone doesn't have a place that they can say, okay, this is where I am. But we're pulling back to the boys from SDZ over here. Boys from ARD successfully finding their way out of that Oity Toity and Ocus Pocus that they found there. I see Storm getting it started with the beautiful maid onto someone who I've forgotten his name. But Storm getting the maid onto Blank Pac-Man, Ponto getting the knock onto Manven. Now they know they're facing two squads. The boys from AOH, two boys from AOH pushing in onto Black, onto Pac-Man and Hybrid as you see Storm pushing in onto Hybrid. Storming the door, the nose is in there. Ilias would also be going there, but no, you getting tagged up. Shots coming out from them, and you see them taking him out. What? Ilias is down, but Hybrid not having enough HP to finish that fight. Yeah, he was actually looking for his test, but well, sometimes you just need the perfect screwdriver. Pronto also facing up the boys from African Kings all the way. African King did not come with African coin today, but we're not paid. We're literally not paid. Yeah, but that's the thing. The other day, like this girl was there, and it was like she was AFQ. That was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. You see there, it doesn't quite take the shots. Goes on top of the building. Pronto has got the mutant at hand, and he is getting tied up right on the green. Returns fire, gets on with the headshot. Fella is going to see him. He sees Fella also. Fella gets him tied up finally, and Fella will surely be looking for that first onto him as we see him. No, Fella gets the confirm onto. It is as we see Storm also getting the confirm onto Oli B, Nanven, Fela, and Beer will be the last ones left for African King. As you see the boys from AOH with that nade, but it's bouncing off of the building, doesn't quite land where he wants it to land. Alright, we're still keeping an eye out on them here. Pulling up. Oh yeah, that's true. I still wanted to check my Discord settings because I don't know. Okay, everything now says back to norms. Yeah, you still hear me now? Yeah, beautiful. I don't know if my stream is echoing or not, but Benny at this point. Alrighty, everyone's pretty much trying to get settled in the zone. The boys from Squad Strippers are still shy with the boys from SDZ out here in Montenegro. Trust me, except the fact or the slow motion P, every other lags for some reason is coming from my phone. I guess I didn't like refrigerate my phone quite enough, but I'm sorry for that. Really sorry for that. But see, Dan the Reaper, he knows that he has guys in front of him, and he's just chilling it down. You see, this is actually Miramar. We actually love this map because of the whole lot. But right now, it's pretty much close range. The plane path wasn't the most friendly. You know, having them all scattered in the same locations. The boys from Quiet Storm actually looking for a safe haven in the zone, but the shots, it's gotten started over here in Montenegro. As you see shots coming out from the boys from SDZ up against the boys from Squad Strippers. The Mollies, beautiful Molly coming up and connecting onto Irene Zabos over there. Nice name coming out from Shad. As you see the boys from SDZ will be finding their way to push in. Flexer will be trying to get the res onto Arinze Boss as fast as possible. But another nade comes in and that will be the end of Arinze Boss. Flexer was able to get in there or get out of there as fast as possible. Helios will be getting tagged up. Storm will be the last one left for House of Anubis in Picado. As he was fisted to death by the boys from African Kings. Bro, you love to hear the pettiness. Nades coming out onto Storm, not quite connecting. What's going on with my sounds? Storm will be the only one left. I think he's going to be heading out of Picado. Now that that's done, we're still pulling up to the boys from Squad Strippers. Dan the Reaper, Papi, and Flexo will be the last one left. As you see Dan the Reaper getting a knock and a confirm onto Monger. Evening the scores. I don't know if that's actually a word, but it makes the scores even as it is now a 3v1, a 3v2. It's the boys from SDZ up against Squad Strippers. It's Dan the Reaper, Papi, and Flexer. Dan the Reaper, can you stop flying now? Thank you. Zona pushing in. He knows where they are. They still want to take this fight. They're not heading out. They are all in the zone. Shots coming out. We're not quite connecting. The boys from SDZ, I think they're heading out of here. They don't want any of that fight. They will just be finding their way out of here. Outsiders, they're outside the zone. Just taking their time. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we see some members of outsiders, you know, teaming up. I think he got into the wrong slot, so Zero is going to play with outsiders. I think there's actually a punishment for, you know, teaming up with a squad that is not yours. But
I think Zero, I checked his profile. He's in Outsiders clan.
Zero is now in Outsiders.
Yeah.
You cannot be serious, bro. Wow. Wow.
That's the update.
Wow. You heard it here first. I don't know if you heard it anywhere, but I heard it here first. LXG Zero.
I have no like call name, no group. Just the clan I checked it.
Just the Indian clan. Wow, that's actually interesting though. We look to see how much havoc they. I think they will probably want to implement that change in their NPL roster. By the way, NPL resumes this weekend. We look forward to seeing that. You're not going to see me playing, but I guess I will be streaming this one. I might be streaming like some matches in the Nigerian Pro League again. Hopefully, I'm actually keeping my fingers crossed on that one because man's been getting a bit busy lately. Anyways, it's still quite quiet, like we always say. Michael X.
I'm trying to dash at the plug.
Really, Jackpot? I thought someone JP already though. In Picado.
It's a 3v1.
Hey, what's the 3v1? We're already J now. It's got that buggy and it's just going. He's getting the hell out of there. What is going on with my sounds? What's going on with my sound? What could be going on with my sound? What could be going on with my sounds? Let me see from here. Settings, audio, system defaults. Okay. I'm actually trying to like just fix it up because I'm actually getting used to this stuff like gradually. But you see the boys from Roadblocks getting on the rotation as Professor will also be knocked out in this score. Encrypted will be the last one left for the boys from Unknown. The Zigonda pulling up onto Professor. I think he wants to take him finally out with the nade, which will be smoking him up. Interesting turn of events. The boys from Roadblocks out here in the smoke against Professor. Oh god. Professor is dropping his meat. He knows it's over. And he's scrolling away. He's just scrolling away from the zone. Bro, it's always Unknown Soldiers against Road Guards. But the boys from Squad Stripper are actually sure will be pulling in onto that area, but they just be driving past them. But the shots will still be coming out onto binary from the boys from Road God. Shots coming out everywhere. Ryu getting tagged up in that rotation, but nope, he will be able to just get into the or away from that fight and into the zone successfully. I've changed my they'll be in echo. Okay, no, they will not. Okay. Alright. That being said, the boys from Outsiders, one way or the other, have found himself in the central part of the zone. Interesting rotation coming out from them. Actually one of the highly rated teams in Africa. Shots coming out from the boys from Road Gods onto the boys from Squad Shell Shock. But will they actually get it to connect? We'll be right back on that one. SDZ pulling out of that fight in Montano Road. The boys from ERD trying to get into the zone.
Going up against Whitestone as we see King.
The boys are rotating close to him. Roach. Is Roach going to be taking any shot? At the boys from Whitestone rotating. Nope. He just watches them pass. Bro, he's going to take them shots. He's just scouting. I think he's just trying to get as much information as he can.
Right, they're going towards Outsiders right now. So the Outsiders taking the shot, doing what we're supposed to do.
I'm actually trying to divert this thing, but I'm actually going to use this stuff like gradually.
I'm several.
You're still on my screen.
Jumps down.
Oh, and Severin is out of the car. We don't know if he was uprooted. Oh, he jumped out of the car, and well, I guess that will be the end. I see the boys from Quaeston pulling up onto the boys from HUB here. Rusty.
He's trying to go for the revive.
He knows. He sees them. Goes for the shots. But it's getting tagged up. Goes back into cover. Caesar will be on his right. The boys from Quaeston caught him between a rock and a hard place as he's getting tagged up by and Caesar. Rusty goes down. King and Slat will be the last ones left. They're in this car. They're out and away from that fight. But the boys from Outsiders don't want them to rest. They will be pushing up onto them with the golden Mirado. Doesn't take any shots. Zero knows is there, but now the shots coming out from King with the AKM. But Slat's getting tagged up by Andrew with the Scarel, and will this be the end of the boys from Quiet Storm. King will be the last one up. He's just taking it out behind the car. But look at that nade from Andrew! Beautiful gameplay coming out from Outsiders. He got him with the car explosion, but you've got to admire that nade. That nade actually took most of his earth down. Beautiful gameplay coming out from Outsiders over there.
Nice. The battle for the center of the zone. We see Hopper now, wasn't it?
Outsiders. The smokes coming out from Outsiders Gaming. They are aware of HUB Gaming that are out there. And look at that. Look at the mini 14 spray coming out from Outsiders Chinese. I keep calling him Chinese. I know it's really, but I keep calling him Chinese because I know. Because that's just Chinese letters. But the boys with the mini 14 getting that knock and confirm onto HUB in Caesar. Actually, HUB SimGod. Was that SimGod? Yeah, I think that was SimGod. Yeah, that was SimGod. As Drex and Caesar the last one up. Drex is faster in that body, trying to take him out with the Scarel, but you just cannot fight with that in fire coming out from Scarel. I've seen the players when claiming the last member of Unknown Soldiers. The nade coming out from what? I don't know if you saw what happened there, but both of them threw nades. And their nades, good nades coming out from Andrew, but no! Let's go get to connect. The thing is, Caesar and Drex threw a nade at the same time. So their nades hit each other and came back. Bro, that was actually sick stuff, yo. That was actually sick stuff. My stream don't hang. Ouch. Yeah, I can actually see that. I don't know where the problem is now. I think this will be my laptop's problem though. Actually, yes, it's still okay. Righty, pulling up onto the boys from Outsiders. As we see Outsiders, Andrew is actually on fire. He is raging in this match. They'll be getting all the boys from HUB Gaming, and that will be the end of Up Gaming as they go out in 14th place. It is the battle to get into the zone. As we see AOH Storm getting it started with the boys from Rogue Gods. Would they allow this one happen? Storm has gotten a knock onto Odin. Storm up to you with the AKN. Getting that, trying to get it confirmed, doesn't quite get it to, connect fully.
Just the way they used to fix your system. You don't have.
Yeah, it's still not, and I don't know why though. I think it has to do with my network.
Just the Wi-Fi ever disconnect.
No, my Wi-Fi
You know,
never
you wait a bit.
disconnect though.
RG members.
Storm gets is confirmed onto Odin, tries to get him under the car explosion, doesn't quite do it. I need to check on my live stream here. My stream has turned into a postcard. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Stream health. It says my stream health is good, but what's going on? So what exactly is the problem?
Did you record back?
No, not back yet.
I mean, you record your screen like.
Yeah, I'm recording, so regardless of what happens, I'm going to be posting it. But we see LXG0 getting a knock onto Zona. We see Outsiders cleaning the boys from SDZ quite fast, quite quick. I was still keeping it on Storm, who was facing the boys from Rogue Gods. But Andrew, this man is on fire. The team has got 9 kills, and only Andrew is sitting down here with 7 kills. Andrew doesn't know about the boys from Squad Strippers who are heading towards him. The boys from Outsiders are scattered all across this zone, as we see the boys from LXG, actually from Outsiders 0, getting pretty close to the boys from ERD. We're down to 11 teams in the lobby. We are in Mirama, 11 teams, and this is just zone 3. Nobody is interested in camping anymore. My stream is back. Okay, beautiful. Never what I did, I brought it back, but it is back, thank God. So sorry for the disconnecting. I'm so sorry for all of this happening today. I'm actually just trying to, just for the, just for the good, for the better. I'm so sorry, really sorry this is happening, but please bear with me. More shots coming out from Outsiders Andrew, who is absolutely raging. Actually, was that Rasta? I think it was Andrew though, getting the knock. They've got 10 kills. They've got 10 kills, this team over here. Shots coming out from ERD up on the boys from Outsiders who are trying to rotate, but 0. If that is not OP driving, I don't know what else you call it. This man has been driving for ages, but the boys from Shadowhound getting it started with Dark Ninjas on the northern part of Brazil. Michael X is the only one, and he gets the wipe on the boys from Dark Ninjas. Doing that with still 40% HP left. You'd love to see. Got 2 kills, wiped both of them, and you can see the play zone already starting his work. We are in zone 3, and you can see the boys from Shell Shot going out to the zone. What are they doing there, for goodness sake? I don't know why they will be there at this time of this match, but I feel like that's actually poor rotation coming out from the boys from Shell Shot. Stay in that zone for this long is not quite healthy, and now they can't get binary up, or they actually did get binary up. Yeah, he will be getting his heal off, but I guess they're just up for the placement points. But in this competition, you don't really have so much of replacement points, because the placement points are quite different from the regular one that we have in the normal PUBG tournaments.
Yeah, I think I'm stunned at this waiting for so long.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. We got enough onto the guys from Robots, and he was able to get himself out of that situation. The boys from Outsiders completely going haywire in this lobby, bullying every single body that they come in contact with.
Thank you, Daniel. I think Outsiders got this match. They should win this.
You're not jinxing now. You're not jinxing. If Outsiders don't win this match, it was Leon's fault. Because since I said SDZ was going to win, and we all know the sad story of SDZ in the last match. That he's going out to the zone. But you can see Shot already getting started onto anxiety. But the shot's coming out from LXG0 to take finally out of this one. One day, the last one left. He has no car to rotate. I don't know why he's flying or getting out of the zone, but the plays on also getting the balls from ERD as the balls from outsiders will be taking shots at them. Anxiety will be the last one left, trying to get the rest onto Slinger, which I don't feel is so much of a smart move, but the zone is very far. The zone has closed up. This is zone 4. It's going to actually really hurt him. I don't see him getting out.
He was trying to get the med
from Slinger. Oh, beautiful. Now he's got just 3 meds and 10 bandages. I still don't see him getting out of the zone. We are in Miramar. You can't just walk over 1,000 meters, because right now he's got 500 meters to walk, and this zone is not exactly the friendliest of zone right now, as we see Storm pretty close to outsiders Chinese. Sitting here with 3 kills, he's opening up that nade. Kobe, is he gonna get it to connect? No, but Andrew getting the knock onto Shock Ryu. Kage getting the confirm. The most from outsiders are just stealing the kills, bro. But Storm letting that nade go, and he trying to get into the zone, but he's getting tagged up from everywhere in the zone. He's taking damage from his body, damage from everywhere, but Rasta eventually getting that kill onto Storm over there. The boys from outsiders sitting down here with 14 kills. These guys don't kill when it comes to Miramar. I know this map to be the best zone, or like the best the home for the boys in outsiders. But Rasta getting the knock onto Michael X, actually the confirm onto Michael X, increasing that kill count to 16. He's looking down at the boys from Robots. The boys from outsiders absolutely raging in the zone. It's funny, as we can see Anxiety trying to get into the zone. He's applying the last med. He's right now trying to survive on bandages. He has the zone right in his front. He's got 20 seconds. Is he gonna make it out of this one? Yes, he does. But he has no meds. No meds, and he's got just he has drinks. He should be able to make it, but he's got 14 seconds to move another 300 meters. But we see AD Gunner getting the knock onto the boys from Squad Strippers as it's getting started in the northern part of the zone. The M416 3X spray coming out from Roach. He's opening up the nade. Actually, the smoke going out. Flexer trying to lay cover fire for his teammates. They don't have the zone. The zone is pushing in. You see the boys from Angel and pushing in, but Roach will be getting tagged up by Flexer, who has the alternate angle on them. But Mexi getting taken out by Sports Triple Flexer. Flexer with that angle. Roach will be the last one up. Nope, Ghana will be taken out by Flexer. Flexer getting the absolute and complete squad wide onto the boys from who was that? Oh no, we see it all going down in the zone. The boys from outside.
Oh, wow.
What? What are you guys on? I want to know what these guys are on right now, because this is absolutely bonkers. This is actually beautiful gameplay coming out from the boys from Outsiders Gaming. I'm just gonna keep it on them. They don't have the zone. The boys from Robots will be the only ones in the zone. We are down to 4 teams in the lobby.
Features, properties.
With that mini 14, outsiders Chinese just trying to look for an alternate angle. They know they've gotten a knock. They'll be pushing in onto this one. Rasta taking a little bit of zone damage. It's going to be having his Uber X coming to pick him. Rasta and Andrew getting into the brown Mirado. Actually, all of them in the car will dispel the end for outsiders. They have just one car. They want to use this car to rotate into the new zone. You see the smokes coming out. That is smoke or nade. Cooking the nade in advance, letting it go out, but no, it doesn't quite get it to connect. Andrew will be pushed in onto this, in the compound, probably, but they're here and they're looking for the boys from the gods. They know they got one knock. Mamba will be getting confirmed by Andrew. Andrew taking his time to move up, pushing up onto Rasta. Rasta getting tied up. But the boys from Dream Team putting up into this one. Andrew getting them out. Andrew still on fire, facing the boys from Robots, getting another knock. Andrew sitting down here with 13 kills, gets to confirm into Uber guy. Robots will get just one player. The boys from Squad Shippers pushing in, but Andrew will be taken out From the behind by Trader, the boys from Squad Strippers trying to push this one in. But Flexer letting the sneaks come out. Outsiders, what are you guys on? They lost Andrew, but no, Zero getting tagged up because Pro Chinese getting taken out, and you can see it's already coming out. They've been jinxed. Zero moving into this house as we see Trader taken out by Rasta. We're down for 16. The Fool, we're down to two guys in the lobby. I'm not playing my music. This is a 4v3. It's the full squad of the Outsiders who have been raging up against the Squad Strippers. The Squad Outsiders are actually very injured right now. They're trying to get up all their reses, but none of these teams are in the zone. Outsiders are about to get heavily and terribly get kept by Squad Strippers. As you can see, down the Reaper trying to look for a better placement in the zone. The smoke's coming out. What? You could have taken that car to a better location. But if Andrew is feeling good and he throws one of the nades, as you can see the nades already coming out, one nade could actually take out this whole team of Squad Strippers. Dan the Reaper taking cover behind the car, but you can see the nades still coming out from the Outsiders. They really want to take this one. We're down two teams in the lobby. Beautiful nade coming out from Andrew. Doesn't quite get it. It's reducing them. The nades are getting there. But no. Too far, just getting them, just too far. Look at the length on those nades. Outsiders Chinese looking for that off angle. He's taking that flank. There's Van the Reaper seeing him. He's looking at Papi. But Flexer getting tagged up by Zero. Papi getting tagged up by Jay on the outs. And I have Dan Reaper with the last one there. You see the confirms coming out from Jay until the Rasta would also be coming out on that off angle. Dan Reaper will be in danger. That car has exploded. Jay, stop shooting at him, but Jay will be taken out. Rasta pushing in on that off angle. Rasta getting tagged up, but look, Andrew coming in from behind to finish that one up for Outsiders Gaming. Beautiful gameplay coming out. They've got what? 20 fragging 8 kills, bro.
And to end this season 1 clan rank battles with style, like in a stylish manner.
With absolute and extreme, with exquisite style. 15 kills coming out from just Andrew. I know Outsiders to be very crazy when it comes to Mirama. I've watched these guys a lot. You see them, they always win in Mirama, but 28 kills. That is over 1/4 of the lobby, bro. They started off slow, landing in the very northern part of the zone. They were able to loot up, pushed up into the center of the zone, and it was history from there on.
They wiped Alchemy.
Wiped Robots, wiped the boys from Squad Strippers, took care of the boys from Dream Team while they were facing the boys from Robots, bro.
I think the Dream Team guys, they came for the way, like, we saw them in the vehicle.
Yeah, they came with the vehicle, but Andrew, getting both of them, what beautiful spray with this Carel. Bro, I think I'm going to start using this Carel from now on, but this was actually a very beautiful game coming out from Outsiders here. Man, you love to see it. They took out the boys from ERD, took out the boys from Shell Shock. They literally had a hand in the going out of pretty much everyone. They got the boys from Angels and Demons. Rasta got to confirm onto Michael X, and bro, they literally got stormed. Like, I'm saying, they actually had a hand in literally all the kills in this game. They really had a hand. They took out the boys from SDZ because they were trying to rotate. Bro, no, you don't do this. You guys should be banned. This is actually beautiful.
This point, like, boost them up in the table, because I think they missed the first.
Outsiders missed a couple of matches.
Yeah.
I know they had a bad placement in the they had a bad placement on the table.
Yeah.
Because LSG was the closest to House of Anubis. But bro, if they had been playing,
LSG missed this match, right?
Yeah, LSG didn't play at all today.
So I think LG will be LG be aiming towards LSG as second position.
Yeah.
It should be now.
But bro, my mind is actually blown right now because that was beautiful gameplay coming out from them. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for coming in. I'm just gonna go read out the scores. We got Squad Strippers in second place, the boys from New Birds in third place, Dream Team in fourth, African Kings in fifth, Shell Shock in sixth, the boys from ERD in seventh, Angels and Demon 8th, Shadowhounds in 9th, House of Anubis in 10th, Dark Ninjas 11th, SDZ Citizens Gaming going out in 12th, Fear going out in 13th, the boys from HUB going out in 14th, Unknown Soldiers in 15th, Quiet Storm going out in 16th, Blank Legion in 17th, and the boys from Dark Dragons going out in 18th place. Thank you guys for tuning in. That will be all for season 1 of the of the clan ranked rules. It was actually a whole experience. If you want to watch what really went on in the other weeks, you can go on to my boy William's page on YouTube. It's all there. You always see it there, and you can catch up and see how it has actually gone down. This is actually very, very crazy. We're so happy this actually turned out or came out how it was expected, and we should see the new season starting next week, if I'm not mistaken. Registrations open today or actually tomorrow. So grab your clans, grab everybody and tell them, grab your guys, register them up, and also be a part of this madness going on. It's the Nigerian clan ranked rooms. It's Crowns here streaming it for you, but I'm actually laying out my sincere apologies. I'm still trying to work on my stream. I'm trying to make things better, and I know you might not have. They might have this last match. I know I did one or two. I was trying to tweak it, but thankfully I recorded, and I will be uploading my recording soonest. But thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay jiggy, subscribe, like, share. You know the vibes. Stay with Crowns. Bye guys.
Yeah, bye.